I don't want Rob. The only thing I had a problem with is that everyone was coming up to me saying that I had sex with him when it was you. So I was like, first of all, I don't want my name slandered.
I
like,
haven't had sex with him.
Thinking.
That moment where she's like, yeah, but I didn't sleep with him. So I don't know what you're trying to do here. Don't think that I'm going to fall for this game. I mean, honestly, to be honest, that was a good attempt by Elise there to try and get a little bit of information from Jen. But Jen, she was quick with it. But nonetheless, though, let's continue.
You know what is crazy? I heard that you visited him today. You were having sex with him.
Couldn't be further than the truth.
Trust Jen to flip it around and be like, but I'm hearing that you had intimacy with him. Honestly, the first thing that I thought was, are you just trying to deflect away from yourself? Are you just making something up so people think about you and Rob rather than Jen and Rob? Well, that is the $1 million question. So let's get into that.
Going around that Rob and Elise, for some reason, were like secretly hooking up. But Elise squashed those rumors at the social media critique. Now Jen brings up, I don't know if it's a rumor that she heard or she's trying to take the heat off of her or what.
Definitely trying to take the heat off her. 1000%, you know? End of the day, both Elise and Rob made Rob made it abundantly clear that he wanted nothing to do with her, just what I'm saying, okay? And since then, she's obviously gone about her own business, and Rob is obviously focused on dealing with Jen, just what I'm saying. So yeah. I mean, listen, is it a possibility that Rob and Elise are still doing what we're saying? I mean, listen, anything is always a possibility, especially when we know how Elise was feeling Robert, obviously, at the very beginning. So, yeah, it's a possibility. But did it happen? I mean, I'm inclined to be in a little bit of a dilemma with that one. Conundrum.
So why are you lying to Cole when you're sleeping at Rob's?
I really like Cole. And I think that if I ever fall in love with somebody here, give me away.
Jen is full of it. Absolutely full of it. How can you say that if you fall in love on it's going to be with Cole, but yet you are stringing him along like this? If you know that you're going to potentially have feelings for somebody, this is not how you treat them. So how she's treating him does not support what she's saying. Jen is full of it.
With his attitude. Okay, come into my room Jenifer, at 4 a.m. Knocking at my door, waiting for me in the hallways in the middle of the night.
So you're saying Cole was knocking at your door 4 a.m. in the middle of the night, but this is the same guy you're saying that you would like to fall in love with?
That guy, but he has been the one acting weird and stalking me and acting like we have been married for 10 years. Experiences, I have become very careful to the person that I allow to really enter in my life, in my heart, and my mind.
I ain't gonna lie to you, go the wrong way around. The person that's gonna join your life needs to be careful about what life they're about to join. Because you are one hell of a headache. One hell of a freaking headache. Okay? There's nothing about Jen that tells me that she's somebody that is worth pursuing. So the fact that Cole can't get away from this woman is just embarrassing for himself. He really needs to find some self-love for himself. You know, self-worth. Because, boy, yeah.
Breaking his heart. It's impossible. I don't think you're breaking his heart. But him for 10 days. If you see him controlling you now, and then you keep entertaining it, and he's just getting more and more and more into you.
Tiffy's not lying, though. You're saying that this man is giving you vibes of your past partners, the vibes that you don't like. But yet you're saying that, yeah, you still see yourself wanting to be with this person. Yeah, very, very interesting, isn't it? So I like the fact that Tiffany called that out. That's basically caught Jen out in her BS. But of course, when it comes to Jen, if you give her a hard-hitting question, she's not going to want to respond to it. Any hard-hitting question, she's going to find a way to either shut it down or deflect it. In this situation here, she literally sat there and said to Tiffany, "Girl, know your boundaries," putting her hand in her face. I was like, rah, okay, someone is definitely getting heated. Somebody's obviously got underneath your skin, so much to the point that you're now giving these rude gestures.
And then he keeps getting worse.
Jen said that Cole reminds her of her toxic, controlling exes. Came here, and one of these guys reminded me of my ex. Guess who the wouldn't see me dating?
But sadly, not everybody in this world has common sense. Not everybody in this world has the ability to learn from their mistakes. Not everybody knows how to just keep going forward and not repeat certain things, you see what I'm saying? And obviously Jenifer is that. But to be honest with you, it's not even the case of where Jen is trying to repeat history or it's not the case of where she hasn't learned from her mistakes. It's more the case she just likes power. She likes the fact that she's got two guys over her. and she likes the fact that she can keep yo-yoing him around like that. And to be fair with you, like I said it before and I said it again, this is more embarrassing on Rob's behalf, because this woman is out here blatantly telling people multiple times, Rob even knows himself, that Cole is the one that she ideally wants to be with in a relationship, but Rob is the fun guy. The fact that Rob is allowing himself to be in this triangle, in this capacity where he knows that there's never going to be a chance of him and Jen being together purely because she doesn't see him as partner material. She sees him as just the bad boy, fun guy to kind of do da-da-da-da with. Like, okay, cool. In some situations, you know what? Sometimes that can be a win to a man. But it's definitely not a win to a man if you know that she's still messing with another dude. Like, come on. It doesn't matter the fact that she's not sleeping with him, she's not kissing Cole. It's the fact that she is keeping you as that meat, shall I say. And to be fair, for the most part, the fact that Jen and Rob haven't slept together, what the hell was Rob doing then? How does this situation even benefit him in any shape or form? Rob's always bragging about how he's that guy that can get any woman, that when he goes to places, women always want him. And don't get me wrong, that was something that was kind of displayed at the very beginning of Release. But for a man that's bragged about this for years, seems to me also the same type of guy that will basically settle for anything that comes his way too. So that tells me that if Rob has a record of maybe messing around with multiple women over the years, I can tell you this now, this guy has probably slept with... I'll leave that comment there.
You're telling me who's accusing me of sleeping with Rob. Or you're just saying that to get out of it because you didn't want to deal with the drama.
But Cole said it.
Cole said it.
And then she sat there and then decided to throw Cole under the bus. So listen, one, Jen cannot say that she cares about Cole, but she doesn't. Because if she cared for him, then she wouldn't throw him under the bus, for one. And then for all the other reasons, we've all seen the fact that she's played this guy around up and down, left and right. Sadly, Cole's allowed this behavior to happen to himself. He's allowed it to continue because he's a freaking clown. But the more the situation is that, what the F? And the fact is, she's talking about how Cole gives her vibes of her exes over the controlling and stuff. But yet she's the one out here not displaying the type of intention that she wants from him. So she would require trust from him. And trust would require never throwing her under the bus. But she's obviously not throwing him under the bus. You see what I'm saying? But I promise you now, if it was Cole that threw her under the bus, we would know about it. The reaction would be nuclear. You know what I mean? Jen is something else, and I'll leave it as that. Nonetheless, though, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, and we'll talk about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.